Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I am wearing Elite by Wille, and the color on this is Dark Sand Mix. So this is my first Wille, and it's my first blonde. So, as you can see, I'm breaking the mold, trying brand new things since it's summertime. So, I'll tell you the reason why I decided to try this color. There's a couple of reasons. So, I wanted to try a blonde, and I've been kind of putting that out there on my Instagram, and I've received a lot of encouragement. Oh yeah, try it, from a lot of different people, which I appreciate. And I also wanted to try this wig, but her price point brand new is $288. So, and you can often find the 30% and occasionally a 40% off of that, which is a good price. But I wasn't sure about the brand, I wasn't sure about the wig itself, and I didn't want to make a huge investment initially. So I found her on wigoutlet.com, which is the outlet site for wigs.com. And of course, since it was on an outlet, they had limited colors available. So this was the closest to a brunette that they had, and I thought, well, why not? I'll try a blonde. And I was curious about the color anyway, and I'm really happy with the color. It's a nice little transitioning color from brunette, if you normally wear brunette and you want to try a little blonde, because it does have some brunette in it. So let's jump in and talk about the color. So the color is described as having a medium ash brown and a caramel brown and a medium ash blonde and a honey blonde in it. So I can see all of those colors actually. The caramel brown is a little harder to see, but I can see it in there when the light hits it. So it's got a lot of color to it. Now I will tell you that I sprayed some rooting in the middle because I felt like with my dark eyebrows and just with the fact that I normally wear brunettes that it needed a little bit of rooting, and I put a little video out on my Instagram and that was suggested by a few people and I totally agreed with that. So the rooting spray that I used is this L'Oreal Root Cover Up. And I used to spray this stuff on my head like mad when I was losing my hair because I was trying to cover bald spots. Didn't work that great for that. But the color on this one is dark brown. Works great for rooting wigs. So this is what I normally use. I also have a powder one, but it just doesn't seem to stay in place as well. This, usually once I root it, even if I wash the wig, some rooting will still stay there, and I may have to touch it up eventually, but not anytime soon. So she is a left side monopart with a lace front, and does not have an extended nape. I'll get into the cap construction in just a minute. But so I'll show you her lace front. Lace front is really nice. You know, that's one advantage to lighter colors. The lace fronts look fabulous on them, of course, because you've got much lighter knotting. But even with the brunettes that are in there, I think the knotting is great. I do want to try her probably like in Mocha Mix is another color that I'm interested in, and Tobacco Rooted is a color I'm interested in. So I'm anxious to see how the knots compare on that. One thing I wasn't thrilled with is this little junction between the ear tab and the lace front. It's a little messy. You can see those threads. The threads were even sticking out. I've cut them off a little and it looks like I still need to cut them some more. So that's really no big deal because the hair hangs over that. But if you're pulling the front back, like, you know, I love to do this with wigs, especially if I just need to, if I'm gonna be in a situation where I want the hair out of my face, you just have to make sure that that little junction is not where you pull the hair back, because as you can see, voila, that looks really strange. That does not look natural. So just keep that hair hanging over that and you should be able to disguise that, no problem. So ear tabs are good, although they are a little weak. Not my favorites, but they're not terrible. So, but as far as placement, they're in a great place. You know, the cap is not impinging on my ear at all, and they go right to the front of my ear like a natural hairline would. This one I noticed pulls away a little more. So that's just a precaution. I just have to keep that in mind. You know, if I'm wearing the wig and I'm gonna flip the hair out of my face, I need to make sure I don't pull it, because look, ugh. You can really see that if you give it just a slight tug. So she's pretty versatile. Like I said, you can pull her up in the little clip. You could pull the sides back with a larger clip. Although I think maybe I put her on like this yesterday and I was kind of playing around. A good bit of that wants to fall out, which still looks really pretty. I think it looks kind of sexy. So, but so I might use, if I'm gonna pull it back like that, I might use a bobby pin on each side as opposed to the clip. So anyway, so let me, now that I have all the clips and stuff out, I will do a turn so you can see her all the way around. So here's that front, my right side, the back, and the left side. Okay, so I will pop her off and we can talk about her cap construction. So, get her flipped inside out here. So she is, as you can see, left side monopart. Now that line is where I sprayed that rooting spray. So nobody's gonna see that, but that's what it looks like on the inside when you spray that. Here's the lace, you know, the lace front is good. Not super wide, but it does the trick, does what it needs to do. Ear tabs are velvet, nice and soft. Like I said, the metal stays on the inside are pretty good. Kind of mid-range, I would say. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. So she has Velcro closures, which are my favorite, and I have these in the spot where she fits my head, so I won't lift them up, but those are the easiest ones, I think. They just stay in place. Then she's got open wefting all through the cap. So as far as permatease, I don't really feel any permatease. She's definitely very low density. But I noticed when I was looking at her in the mirror, when I was looking at the lace front and stuff, every once in a while I can see, I don't think they'll show on the camera, there's like these little kind of corkscrew curls in her. And I'm not sure if that's how they do tease or if those are just a few hairs that got pulled, you know, in the process of making the wig. I don't know. They do seem like they do act as a little lift to the wig, but it definitely is super low density. And you know, the cut is really modern. I think they have a great line because they have more traditional hairstyles available, and then they have little edgier, more modern cuts with blunt ends and things like that. So they have such a huge line, and they really do cover a lot of different tastes. So before I forget, I will do her measurement. So she is 7 inches here in the front. She is 9.5 inches from the crown. She's 7.5 inches on the sides, and her nape is a 3-inch nape. So really good coverage, you know, for that nape. Especially if you're trying to hide hair underneath there, that should be a comfortable nape, you know, for not worrying about your hair showing underneath there. So I appreciate you watching my videos. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe below, and I'll keep on bringing more content to my channel. So until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day, and don't forget, you're absolutely beautiful. Thanks, bye.